John Wooden talked about this in the latter part of his career where the expectation level was so high. It was everybody expected him to win a championship, a national championship at UCLA. And it's the same with you at Alabama. Is that fair for us to expect Alabama to be playing for a national championship?
Well, I guess there's two ways to look at that. Now, I really feel fortunate to have the opportunity to be someplace as a coach where they have high expectations and standards for what they expect to accomplish and what they expect to do. So that's, the good news. I think the most important thing about that is you really can't focus on outcomes. When you're in a situation like this, you really have to stay focused on what do I have to do every day to get the outcome that I want. And that's really challenging because we live in an outcome-oriented world. But to get the outcome that you want, you have to focus day in and day out what's happening right now. How can I get it better? What do I need to do to improve? You can focus on the score, but most of the time when you focus on the score and not the shot, you don't hit the shot very well. So that's kind of what we try to do here. And I'm glad that they have high expectations. I don't think sometimes it's realistic, but at the same time, we understand that we want to get everybody on our team to play the best. And if we have good enough players and we're fortunate enough to keep the right players healthy, we'll have a chance in the end to do something special.
Yeah, I mean, it's a compliment that people think you're going to be playing for a national championship every year. I'm curious, what do you think is the first thing that goes on a coach? Like when coaches decide that they're not going to do it anymore, like what's the one thing that leaves you?
I can't answer that because it hadn't happened to me yet.
But is it passion?
My hip left me, but that didn't affect my. That was actually a motivation to keep doing it because I didn't like sitting at home for the day I sat at home. But I would say probably so. Passion is probably a key word to be successful at anything. And if you don't have that, especially in sports, I think it'll start to show in your work, and it'll probably show in the attitude of the people who are working with you. So that would probably be a good answer to that question.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.